Now at 10, this is Fox 61, Connecticut's news station.
It was a very wet, dreary day to end the work week, but we have some nice changes on the way for the weekend. Thank you so much for joining us for the Fox 61 News at 10 o'clock. I'm Angelo Bavar. Let's get right to that weather watch as we check in with meteorologist Deshaun Robinson for a first look at that forecast heading into your Saturday. Deshaun, what's going on?
Hey, Angelo. Well, we're looking at drier conditions, especially for Sunday. Lots of sunshine. However, tonight we're still looking at a couple of showers. 1 or 2 showers are possible Saturday morning. But as we head into the afternoon, a mix of sun and clouds, and then lots of sunshine to end the weekend and start the work week. So we had this wave of low pressure that dumped a lot of rain across our region. Most places saw 1 to 2 inches of rain today. Right now, still looking at a couple of showers. These occasional showers will continue into the overnight hours and as we head into tomorrow morning. Temperatures will drop to around 50 degrees for tonight. So 1 or 2 showers are possible Saturday morning. Then we're looking at partly sunny skies for the afternoon. Our temperatures will peak near 70 degrees, which is pretty normal for this time of the year. If you are planning on walking your dogs, the afternoon hours will be the best, as again, there is a chance for 1 or 2 showers during the morning hours. Abundant sunshine for your Mother's Day is going to be a pleasant one. Temperatures hitting the 70s across the state. I'll have this and more coming up in my full forecast. Angelo?
We'll check back in, Deshaun. Thank you so much. Developing tonight, 1 person is dead after they were hit by an Amtrak train. This happened along the Amtrak rail line west of Mystic just before 11:15 this morning. Police say a person was trespassing on those tracks. The train was traveling from Boston to Norfolk. No injuries were reported among the passengers or the crew. Amtrak is now leading that investigation with assistance from local law enforcement. New tonight, Connecticut lawmakers have passed a bill aimed at lowering the high costs of e-books for libraries. That legislation, approved unanimously by the Senate, would allow libraries to use their collective bargaining power with other states to push publishers for better deals. Now, currently, e-books cost several times more than print books, with licenses that expire after a short time. If that bill is signed into law, it will only take effect when enough states with a combined population of 7 million pass similar measures. The goal is to make e-books more affordable and accessible to libraries statewide. Well, today, Governor Ned Lamont signed a new law that expands the Connecticut Firefighters Cancer Relief Program. That new law adds skin cancer to the list of cancers covered and ensures all firefighters, regardless of department affiliation, can access that program. Lamont praised the bipartisan effort behind that bill and acknowledged the high-risk nature of firefighting and the importance of supporting those who face exposure to harmful toxins. That program offers workers' compensation like benefits for qualifying firefighters with cancer. It also provides free enhanced cancer screenings every 2 years. Well, tonight, day 5 of the Pratt Whitney strike is wrapping up as demands continue to call out for better pay and retirement for employees in the greater Hartford area. Today, federal lawmakers stood side by side those union workers. Fox 61 Stephen Reels has the latest on this strike and what this means for the company's future here in Connecticut.
In typical spring fashion, rain poured down here in East Hartford, and typically that would add an extra hurdle for those on strike out here against Pratt & Whitney. But the determination from those people on strike, that kept them out here on Friday in the elements. And they told Fox 61 they're willing to stay out here as long as it takes. A strike at fever pitch.
How long are we willing to fight? Forever!
As IAM International President Brian Bryant rallied union workers outside Pratt & Whitney, a movement that has now wrapped its 5th day and more on the horizon.
I am very proud to stand with these union members.
Lawmakers like U.S. Senator Richard Blumenthal now on the front lines as well, who sided with workers' requests for better retirement security, job security, and better wages. AFL-CIO President Ed Hawthorne says the aerospace company has the ability to meet these demands.
The Machinists Union isn't asking for much. They're asking for exactly what they deserve. Pratt Whitney has the money. Their profits are in the billions. Their profits last quarter were 41% higher than they were last year.
With no end in sight, management at Pratt & Whitney took to its website to address the concerns about its future, posting they do not intend to leave Connecticut and will continue to run the facilities in what they hope will be a short disruption, so workers will continue to have a job once they return. However, workers say negotiations must restart before any return is an option.
Pratt & Whitney, get back to the table. Give our members a fair contract. A fair contract that not only that they've earned, but they deserve.
Now, I did get the chance to speak with one of the spokesperson for Pratt & Whitney to see if those negotiations have resumed. They told me no, and in fact, the previous offer they gave the union, that would have continued those existing job security protections that are already in place. In East Hartford, Stephen Reels, Fox 61.
More layoffs are happening right here in Connecticut as New Haven-based biopharma company Rally Bio announced it will cut 9 jobs, or 40% of its workforce. The company will focus on a drug candidate which is nearing clinical trials. They say the layoffs are necessary to streamline operations. Now, despite that workforce reduction, Rally Bio reported improved financial performance for the first quarter. Those layoffs are expected to cost the company about $1.7 million. A church funeral service ended in a fight that left one person stabbed and another person shot. Fox 61's Alicia Hercules is in Hartford with what police say led up to the violence inside a place of worship.
A day of mourning quickly turned into a day of chaos and panic after police say a shooting happened at the Gospel Lighthouse Apostolic Church during a funeral. Lieutenant Aaron Boisvert with the Hartford Police Department says they received multiple phone calls reporting gunfire at the church.
While on scene, a female arrived at an area hospital suffering from what is described as a non-life-threatening graze-type injury, most likely from a gunshot wound. About half an hour later, a male showed up with a stab wound. There was an argument inside that turned physical, that turned into a melee, that turned violent.
It's already enough grieving with this family as it is, and you have the audacity to come into a church, and to perform such action. It's sad.
Boisvert says there was gunfire both inside and outside of the church that sent more than 100 people into a panic. Police are still investigating the incident, and anyone with information is encouraged to contact their tip line. In Hartford, Alicia Hercules, Fox 61.
This month marks Asian American and Pacific Islander Heritage Month. At the Connecticut State Capitol, a caucus is shining a spotlight on issues that affect that community. Connecticut State Senator Tony Hwang is a founding member of the caucus. He has made history as the first Asian Pacific American to serve in the state Senate. That newly formed group aims to address persistent economic disparities and the community's heightened vulnerability to hate crimes. State Senator Hwang sat down with Emma Wolforst for this week's The Real Story. He emphasized that even in times of national division, it's important to recognize that America's strength comes from the diversity of its people.
Despite the turmoil that we have, it is always going to be a melting pot built by immigrants. I mean, the only native people are our Native Americans. Every other culture, race, religion have come from outside of this country. And the greatness of this country was built, truly built, by people from different backgrounds who love this country.
And you can catch that full conversation with State Senator Tony Hwang on The Real Story with Emma Wolforst this Sunday at 10 a.m. on Fox 61, Fox 61 Plus, and also fox61.com.
So this race is special to us. It's special to the Waterbury Police Department, and it's going to be dedicated to him this year, the Chris Corbett 5K. So we're excited to do that and honor him and his family as well.
New at 10, the Waterbury community is getting ready for the 10th annual Chris Corbett 5K tomorrow. That's named for the city's former acting deputy police chief. Proceeds benefit a memorial fund in his name. Fox 61's Valerie Moravi spoke with organizers about why this event is so important to the community.
It's been a decade since Chris Corbett passed away in his home in Waterbury. Now, people who knew him tell me this race is a legacy that will forever live on.
I wouldn't be anywhere else but here today. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready to go. I'm ready right now.
Whether you're ready to run, walk, or support the event, the race has more than 500 people already registered.
Thank you. Good luck. Next.
Joseph Raynon is the president and founder of the Chris Corbett Memorial Fund, and he says this race is more than just an event.
So there's a lot of excitement. We have a lot of donors from the outside. It's an event. It's not just a race, it's an event. And this is something that we've been doing in Chris's memory for Catholic schools.
The late acting deputy police chief Chris Corbett was found dead from a self-inflicted gunshot wound in 2015. It's a memory that remains vividly in the hearts of those who knew him.
So this race is special to us. It's special to the Waterbury Police Department, and it's going to be dedicated to him this year, the Chris Corbett 5K. So we're excited to do that and honor him and his family as well.
Raynon says he still remembers the young Corbett and his love for running. Corbett was an award-winning track athlete and a graduate from Holy Cross High School, where he's now featured on the Hall of Fame wall.
He's a couple years younger than me, but just seeing him at Holy Cross High School, then going on to College of Holy Cross, and then what he did for the Waterbury Police Department, being a Waterbury police officer, he could have went anywhere and did anything. He was very, very bright, one of the brightest people that I think I've met as a police officer, and he chose to stay in Waterbury.
Corbett chose to serve in his hometown and support Waterbury Catholic schools and their students, a legacy that will continue through hundreds of scholarships for Waterbury students.
The donation just goes directly towards the foundation, so it enables us to do that because of our sponsors and the generosity of so many people in the community through the last 10 years. We've been able to give these scholarships to all these youngsters.
Now, people can still register for the 5K event on Saturday as early as 7 a.m. In Waterbury, Valerie Moravi, Fox 61.